Basket by Frey. Basket by Frey. Basket by Hoffman.
Triad Knights. Well, so far we're 2.5 minutes into this ball game, and it's all Highland, 5-0. They are on top with 5:30 remaining in the first quarter. We get a chance now to catch our breath and look at both of these teams' lineups. For the Triad Knights, Rainwater will do most of the point guard duty. He's a senior, and he's 5'10", 165 pounds. Then there's Patterson at 5'11", 165, Jeff Johnson at 6'1", 170, Sigliana 6'1", 180, and Nathan Taylor, the big man down low, at 6'5", 215 pounds. Going the other way for Highland, their starters, Warnecke 6'2", Rueter 6'2", Frey 6'5", Hoffman 6'4", Wells 6'2". So a decided height advantage for the Highland Bulldogs. Frey doing the right thing, trying to push the ball up the floor. But unfortunately for the Knights, unable to connect in the paint as they have not hit a basket in this ball game yet. Highland with it on the perimeter. Wells dribbles around, trying to set up the offense. Back to Wells up between the circles. Wells, shake and bake, three-point attempt. Out the hands and good. Jason Frey connects on a three-pointer, and it's 8-0 now in favor of Highland. His way through the paint to get that rebound. That is 5 team fouls now, 4 minutes into this ball game against the Triad Knights. Tom Wells over talking to his head coach, Jeff Falkenberg. Almost a double dribble there. Now the ball crosses the timeline, and Warnecke has it. Between the circles. Kicks it right side. Good pass by Wells underneath, and that's an easy bucket. Joe Hoffman connects there. Across the timeline. Here dribbling, now kick back up top. Wells, about a 17-footer. Good. Tom Wells gets his first 2 points of the night, and now all 5 players for Highland have scored, and it's 12-4. For Sigliana. On the wide side, it's Warnecke. Now down low, good pass. Rueter underneath the basket, good. Nathan Rueter now with 5 points to lead all scorers. Rainwater, and we'll get a 10-second violation against Triad. Well, they kept passing that ball back and forth between Taylor and Rainwater, and nobody wanted to be the man to take it across the timeline. There you see Jeff Falkenberg, the coach of the Highland Bulldogs. Highland with 1:18 remaining. Wells thought about the three-pointer, passes it up from downtown. 3 is good for Jason Frey. And a little isolation on Bobby Wright. He gets free. Good pass. Taylor can't handle it. Almost no foul called, but Hoffman scores. And it's 19-8. And now a left-handed layup up and in on the steal by Jason Frey. Unbelievable. And this crowd is going nuts. Another steal by Highland. 16 seconds remaining, and the Bulldogs in control. Wells kicks it outside, and now they will set for the last shot with 10 seconds remaining. Carrying the ball, it's Nathan Rueter. Rueter, top of the key, kicks it outside. Three-point attempt is good! Jason Frey from downtown, and that'll end the first quarter. What an unbelievable quarter. Unbelievable for the Highland Bulldogs. Jason Frey has 10, including 2 3-pointers, and the Highland Bulldogs lead it 24-8. Backwards. Get an interesting look from the producer. Swatted away, and we'll get a personal foul called. And the Highland crowd unhappy. There you see Jason Frey, and he's feeling like Superman right now. In that first quarter, jumping out to a 16-point lead, the Bulldogs were led by Frey with 10 points. They were 4 of 4 from behind the three-point arc. Only stands 5'10". He leads the Knights in rebounding right now. Oh, and here's another big steal. Highland going to the hole and slams it home! Nathan Rueter with the dunkaroo! And we'll get a timeout called by the Triad Knights. Nathan Rueter with feeling. He got the steal on the left side of the court at about the half-court line, came in, looked like he was going to lay it, and the two-handed jam brings the Bulldog fans to their feet. It's 30-10 in favor of Highland with 6:03 remaining in the first half. Troll 30-11 with 3:22 remaining in the first half. Here's Frey on the isolation, down low. Off the glass, Hoffman up and in. He's got 6. 32-11. Kick it down low, but they recover. Patterson, three-point range. Off the iron, no good. Long rebound and a good job. Patterson gets it back, loses it, and it's a double dribble, I think. Oh, instead they don't call it. That's a miscommunication. And now we get an explanation to Jeff Falkenberg, and I don't think he buys it, folks. He's saying it's got to be at least a jump ball and alternate possession, is what I think the argument is. And they're saying that it hit off of another player and then went out of bounds. Boy, this is better than Donnybrook. Falkenberg is hot, and now they want to talk it over with Richard Mason, too. So now one referee down talking to Richard Mason at the triad bench. There's Falkenberg. I don't know if there's Mason. I don't know if he completely agrees with what happened. We're going to go with the alternate possession call. And Highland gets it back, and you can hear this triad crowd. And Isaac Bruce didn't just walk in, folks. Those are boos. This large Highland contingent here on the road in Triad. Part of the great rivalry. And it has been like a home crowd almost in this ball game early. And that's no slam against Triad fans. They just haven't had much to cheer about. Out, 7 seconds, 6. Now he passes it to Wells. Wells off the glass and good. 3, 2, 1. And that's the way the first half will end. The way the whole first half has looked pretty much. As Highland catches another break and capitalizes on a Triad mistake, Tom Wells takes it off the glass. After one half here on Charter 3, it's 34-18. The Highland Bulldogs over Triad. We'll be right back with second half action. If trying to shake loose. Oh, good fancy dribbling. Now dumped off in the corner. Through the iron, and a nice one-handed scoop shot. The left-hander by Warnecke. He has 4 now, and it's 38-19. A can opener. You could not squeeze another human being into this gym. I don't want to get anybody in trouble at the high school, but I wonder what the fire capacity is of this place. Man, oh man, they're standing around. They're up in the rafters, folks. Look at that. This crowd is packed in tight. Section Double H. We also want to say Highland trying to work for that last shot. It's down to an 11-point lead here. Down inside. Good job by Taylor to slap that one away. It'll stay with Highland. 8 seconds remaining now. And checking back into the ball game, Jason Frey will come in along with Joe Hoffman for defensive purposes, having a seat. It will be Barnett alongside Nathan Rueter, I believe. No, Rueter's going to bring the ball in. Here is Frey. Watch the clock. Wells from way downtown almost. Tipped around, back up and in off the glass. What a job by Jason Frey as he collects the rebound. And Frey puts in for his 14th point of the ball game. Killing some time. Both teams are already in the bonus. So you don't have any fouls to give if you're Triad. Turnaround Wells probably should take some more time off the clock. What a tip in. Wow, unbelievable play there by Warnecke. I think that was Warnecke that got up there and knocked that one in. In your ability, that's not a dangerous pass. It's just one that's safe to make if you're as good as Tom Wells is. Here's Warnecke. 4:50 remaining and counting in this ball game. Up top, Wells will spot for the 3. Wells hit. Oh boy. Tom Wells from way downtown. Stigley 10-point advantage. And Triad's going to have to start fouling. Rueter handling the ball. He's got 10. Rainwater trying to dodge him. Good job by Sigliana. Dumped off. Foul in the basket. Foul in the basket. Counted for Joe Hoffman. He's got 10 now, and it's back to a 12-point advantage. Go ahead and take it. Joe Hoffman, the recipient of an excellent bounce pass. He finishes it. He's got 11 now.
the scorer's bench. With the captains of the Highland Bulldogs. Please come forward. Championship trophy. Also at this time, we have one additional trophy before naming the all-tournament team. VP Tom Wells. And thank everyone on behalf of Warnecke High School for making this a very successful tournament. Please, guys.
as both teams come on out and try to warm up a little bit. The Panthers trail it by a score of 25-14. I'm Cliff Kaminsky. We're joined by Ian Braden. And also a special guest is Brian Ledford, who is here from Charter.
But I think the Jerseyville cheerleaders perfected a move that they had not accomplished before, because it looked like that they had just won the Super Bowl.
Point shot as Highland comes away with the steal. That's Wells who drives in for the layup. But the Panthers, nice move by Hoffman as he just took it right to Jason S. and came away with Cody Hawkins on the floor. Steinkuhler has his shot blocked by Jason Frey, and Frey quickly in front course. Nice pass.
He was all over the floor that possession. He came down on defense, stole the ball. I didn't even see the player he threw it to until he caught it. Possession by the Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs always were able to come away with it.
Dillier, nice move on the baseline. Just put a nice move against Van Hovelen. And again, nice pass off to Hoffman. Hoffman up and in. Hoffman off to Wells. Nice move by Tom Wells. Puts the jumper up and hits it from the baseline.
On his face.
So the two-shot technical is going to be done by Tom Wells, and he hits first one. He continues to remain perfect from the free throw line.
Team that made it to the sectional finals, wouldn't you know, against Centralia last year. Wells now with 24 points, 26 now.
He continues to tear it up, and he single-handedly is outscored. He's got 26, so he's just 3 away from outscoring the Panthers. Was able to draw the foul against Tom Wells. Dillon has the shot blocked. Wells up into the front court with the basket. Rothy, Madsen, Cody Hawkins in the game as well. Van Hovelen in the game, and Doug Steinkuhler seeing a lot of play here this evening. Both him and Ryan Rothy are sophomores. Bob Madsen, who's just checked into the game, is a junior. Eric Van Hovelen, who's out there, is the lone senior out there, and Hawkins also a junior. In and get them some playing time at a varsity level game, so that come next
they had a program like this that they could get future people in television production, or those
will be Lee Fuqua for the Bulldogs. He is a 5'11 junior.
Would you believe it's pronounced Fuqua?
Well,
we were actually throwing off Q-U-A. Fuqua.
Well, and the rebound back to Highland as we wind it down here this evening. Going for the stuff. Got everything but the ball to fall. That was Tim Marks. He's a 6'3 junior, and he certainly had the height, but I think he lost control of the ball at the last second.
Yeah, you see him.
Mr. Nathan Rueter. Nathan is the son of Dwayne and Martha Chapman and James and Deborah Rueter, the 2-year level in basketball, member of the football and baseball Bulldogs, the Honor Society, and the Illinois State Scholars. Nathan Rueter. Mr. Ryan Warnecke. Ryan is the son of Joe Wilkinson and Donna Warnecke of Highland, 2-year level winner in basketball, also a member of the HHS baseball team. Ryan Warnecke. Finally, Mr. Tom is the son of Mark and Teresa Wells of Pocahontas, a 3-year level winner in basketball, also a member of the Highland Bulldog football squad. That's Tom. Joe Hoffman.
Go.
crowd. It's not full, but Highland with an extremely nice home crowd on hand here, and we brought some pretty good folks as well, more than I actually thought we would.
Yeah, I'd say about 200 people came over and made the long trip.
So we've got our share of maroon and gold in the stands, which is good news for tonight. Here's your starters. For the Bulldogs, Ryan Warnecke, 6'2 senior, 180 pounds. He wears number 24. At the other guard, Nathan Rueter, number 30, 6'2 senior. We spoke of him in the outset, 175 pounds. Again, he wears number 30. Tom Wells, the best player on this Bulldog ball club, 6'2", 200 pounds, a senior. He wears 54. He'll be joined alongside Jason Frey, the transfer from O'Fallon, 6'5", 175 pound senior. He wears 34. And 50, Joe Hoffman, 6'4", 180 pound senior. Tell you about Jason Frey. Swing. Lovelace on him with the dribble. Now goes to the baseline. Dribbles around Snow. Kind of hangs in the air and then makes the layup. Mills finds a wide open Nathan Rueter under the basket. Down from under their own basket. Aces lead 12-6. 4:03 to play first quarter. 3 on the way for Frey. Good. They got him. Ball swinging top of the key to the new man Dillier. Now high right wing. Now right baseline to Wells. He finds the cutting Frey. Short jumper. Good. Boy, he finds a Dillier. Dillier wears a sweatband on the left bicep. Shot for Wells from the right elbow. It was good. Tom Wells. The lead now back to the Aces. Here's a shot from the right baseline. Good. Three-pointer for Nathan Rueter. In the first quarter, Wells short jumper from the baseline from 12 feet away. I mean, this guy's got a nice soft touch.
Well, they don't miss. Well, they get open. It's
they can shoot it. 24, and finally the Bulldogs come out of there with it. Frey to Wells. His three on the way. Good. And now it's 25-20. Push the tempo. Frey over the timeline, goes left side to Wells, off balance jumper, count the basket, and he got fouled as well. Since then, it's been all Highland. Wells' first free throw, I should say, is good as he completes the three-point play. It is 28-20. First, team's fifth. Haywood, high right wing the basketball, now to Lovelace. He finds Snow down low, but taken away. Short jumper, in and out, no good from the left baseline, cleared by Frey. And here they go to the other end. Rueter with a lay-in.
Boy, he traveled big time.
They just beat us back, and now we got a technical. Except the dribble on the high left wing, nothing to do with it. Into Hoffman, he dribbles to the block, pull up short jumper, good. Looked like with this end, all the way to the basket, off balance lay-in. Oh, they're going to call a charging foul on Snow. As one of the Bulldogs slid underneath him, I think it might have been Frey. That's who it was. The key with the basketball, dribbles in, pull up jumper, blocked by Rueter, and then he tracks down his own block. Offense going, and now they will. 9 seconds, now 8. Rueter sets it, dribbles in, between the leg dribble, goes all the way to the hole. Short jumper, good. With 2, with 1, and that is how the quarter will end. It up and gives it to Casburn now, out near between the circles. He dribbles in, 14-footer, blocked by Hoffman. And Rueter picks up the loose ball. In, good, no, he fouled. Fouled hard down here by Ryan Warnecke, but Warnecke and Wells both help Lovelace up after smashing him to the floor.
You know, that's the bad thing is they're kind of classy kids.
I know, that's the doggone part of it. The people here are nice, and the kids are classy, and they're good sports. It's easy to hate someone that, that's really, you know, just downright mean. These guys are pretty good guys.
The ref
out of the timeout, Tom Wells. Turnaround spin jumper is in and good. Hoffman, but can't get it to him, has to give it instead top of the key to Brendan Dillier. He goes all the way, slicing and dicing to the basket. He lost control of the dribble, but now finds it, gives it to Snow. And he lost control as he went to the charity stripe. Wells with a loose ball, throws it clear to the other end to Warnecke, and he lays it in. Check that, that's Rueter, Nathan Rueter. 25, 66, 41, 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Now here's a steal in their front court again. Dillier stole the pass and got an easy lay-in. And now we need a timeout. So Jim picks the ball up, throws the skip to Hoffman, puts it on the floor all the way to the hole, and count it for Joe Hoffman. On the way, no good. Grant with a rebound, and he had it blocked as he went back to the hole. Ryan Haselhorst out for you. Here's Dillier all the way to the hole. He just dribbled around Snow. Snow with 4 fouls, really couldn't do much.
A lot of players and done it with a lot of class.
As well, Newkirk goes hard to the hole, but had it blocked by Warnecke. And here come the Bulldogs. All the way to the hole goes Tim Marks. Number way by Lee Fuqua. Fuqua to the other end. Now to who? Riddenauer knocks it in. Or that's Alex Scholl with 3 seconds.
23-5. Nathan Rueter, 19. Jason Frey, 9. Joe Hoffman, 4. And Tom Wells, 21. For the Triad Knights.
Lancers and the Highland Bulldogs. My name is Wayne Fraser. Alongside me, Tim Marks, Blake Renderer, Lee Fuqua out on the court. Number 14, Jim Winnett, 5'9" guard, a sophomore. Number 15 is Brendan Dillier. He will see probably a little bit of time in this ball game. a 6-foot senior. Number 20, Matt Jelly, a 5'8" junior guard. Number 22, Alex Scholl, a 6'4", 170-pound sophomore forward. Here's the first starter. Oh, they're not going to go with the starters yet. Excuse me. Ryan Haselhorst. We'll see plenty of him tonight. And number 52, another big man, Matt Barnett, at 6'4". Jeff Falkenberg is their head coach. Here are the starters for the Highland Bulldogs. They're 25-5 this season. Assistant coaches are Jay Kreider, Mark Geppert, and the athletic director is Brad Heyer. First man off the bench, it's Ryan Warnecke. Warnecke is 6'2", 180 pounds. He's a senior. He will do a lot of the ball handling. The other guard is Nathan Rueter. He is the true point guard on this team at 6'2", 175 pounds. Also the quarterback of a very successful Highland Bulldogs football team this season. The third guard, number 54. Here's the man everybody knows out of Highland. It's Tom Wells, 6'2", 200-pound senior, terrific running back. He comes in averaging almost 20 points a ball game. The 6'5" senior, averaging 13.5 points a game. It's Jason Frey. Frey wearing number 34 at 6'5", a great leaper. Number 50 is Joe Hoffman, the final player off the bench for the Bulldogs, 6'4", 180 pounds, and he's a senior. And Steve, this is a well-rounded ball club.
Yes, they are. They're real balanced in height, and they handle the ball well, and they keep their heads under pressure.
If you haven't guessed yet, folks, Steve has a little frog in his throat. Yeah, what Highland has to do to win this ball game.
Highland has to keep the ball under control. They can't get in their running game. They like to run at occasions, but they have to keep control, beat the pressure of Belleville East, and make sure that they keep under control the whole ball game.
Tough and gritty Belleville East Lancer Club. We're about ready to tip it off here from the SIUE Arena on Charter Communications. It's the super sectional tipped around, and Barnes comes down with it, and Belleville East will have first crack at the board. Up top to Wells. Wells was going to spot the three. Now he'll cut in and go to the hole, and he'll get it. And finally, 3 minutes and 30 seconds into this ball game, Highland is on the board. It's 8-2. Dribble in, hit the leaner, and it will not go. The rebound comes down to Alvin, stripped away. No call on that one. Put back up and in, though. Tom Wells scores again. On Charter Communications. They got here for Belleville East in their regional. They defeated Civic Memorial in Jerseyville. Then in the sectional, they beat Alton in overtime and then outlasted Edwardsville. That's how the Lancers got here. For Highland, they beat Mattoon and Mount Carmel, then Mascoutah, and defeated St. Jacob Triad 67-50 to get here to the super sectional. Rejection, dumped down to Helbig. Oh, stripped away, and his pocket is picked. Back the other way comes Nathan Rueter on the steal. No foul on that, but Rueter gets the lean-in bucket. He's the first person. Good passing. No touch of the floor, and rejected by Rueter. Oh, man. Behind the back dribble. On the penetration, kicked out. Wells. Now he'll work his way into the lane. He'll go to the hole, and he'll get it. Highland needs more of that. It's 17-8.
Excellent penetration.
The rebounding position again for Belleville East. 5 guys there, and now here comes Highland on the run. 3-on-2, and they'll have to pull up. Rueter couldn't find anybody open. Cross to Dillier. Turnaround jumper in the paint will go. Nice shot there by Jason Frey, and he gets his first bucket of the night. And 5:8 remaining. Seitz has it blocked. Tipped around. Instead, Oliver gets it. He'll penetrate, and he will not score. Swatted out of there, and back comes Highland. Rueter on the run. 3-on-2. Rueter kicks it outside. Open look, and he knocks it down. Finally, Dillier connects. Well, Donald, I hope I didn't miss my 50-50 numbers. It'd be a big draw tonight. Third quarter, Brian Ledford, our producer, says he's got a vested interest. He has a few tickets in his pocket also. We're ready to go here with second half action. Highland will have the ball. They are down by 14 points at the half, 27-13.
They better get a little more aggressive, and they better do it quickly.
Starting 5 out there once again. Wells on the drive, and he will get it to go, and that's what they need. Tom Wells penetrates. Partially blocked. He wanted a foul, no call, and Wells comes down with a rebound. He really leans in off the glass, and he'll get it. Tom Wells started to heat up a little bit. He's in double figures with partially blocked. On the run, here comes Highland. It's Frey. He turns around, and he gets it to go off the glass. Nice turnaround jumper by Jason Frey. We've got to have a timeout. Doug McCrary gets it. like the beginning of this ball game. 27-19. All of a sudden, Highland is right back in the lead. There's some of those crazy Highland fans jumping around. Down there, they brought a whole truckload of folks tonight. So down here to the SIUE Arena. Can't say enough about it. And rejected out of bounds. What a great play from behind by Frey once again. Goes out, the rebound ripped down again by Jason Frey.
He's come alive here in the third quarter.
We remember him doing this a couple times when we saw Highland games. Wells for three.
Yeah.
He gets it. Wells over Eric Reed. Tom Wells has brought this team back to life offensively and gets the first.
Notice the noise level's gone up a little bit in this place.
Not the second. Highland has scored 10 points to 0 for the Lancers, and the Highland crowd chants defense. Weak side to Sites. He almost loses it, but he died. Kicks it off to Barnes. Barnes was hot. He led all scorers in the first half. Sites from the outside, no good. Rebound tipped around on the run. Now it's a 2-on-none. But defensively, one man back off the glass and good. Nathan Rueter off the glass. Double team pressure outside. Rueter with a nice ball fake, and he gets it. Felding's first bucket of the night.
That is amazing, isn't it?
Somebody's down on the ground now for Highland. And it looks like Ryan Warnecke. He is hurt. I don't know if it's the ankle or the knee. No, it's Nathan Rueter instead. And he's going to have to go back down to the floor, I think.
Looks like an ankle to me.
I wouldn't hesitate in putting that one up now. Hoffman gets the bucket.
Unlikely source there. Hoffman's had a rough night. He finally gets the bucket.
That he wants to bring in, but I'm not sure who it is, and he hasn't taken his shirt off yet. Gets them both. Now, this is going to be Jim Winnett. Steve's clapping. Why is
You're
that?
bringing a guard in. Somebody can put a little more pressure on, and you bring the ball up a little quicker. I think that's what he's thinking. He hasn't got mind there.
The first time I think we've seen Winnett all year. He almost reaches in and gets the steal. Tipped out of bounds off Sites' hands and back the other way.
Now we bring Hoffman back.
Falkenberg starts the Highland Bulldogs shuffle. Point range, but
don't hold it, move it.
Hoffman shoots. Hoffman gets it. Hoffman suddenly now has 4 points, and it gets the first. Hoffman suddenly has come alive here in the fourth quarter with 5 points. Both teams are in the bonus for the remainder of this game. He gets the ball.
Now you get Winnett back in.
And he does it.
The Highland shuffle, buddy. Fence gets him some speed. Make him pass the ball badly. There it is.
And there's the strip. Dillier will go to the hole, and he's fouled and counted. He's fouled and counted. Oh, my goodness. Doug McCurley wants the timeout right now before the shot. Unbelievable. We have seen the Highland Bulldogs left for dead twice now in this ball game, and they continue to rise from the ashes. It goes out for Highland because that Belleville East team is so deep. This is good.
I agree with that.
Dillier has 8 now.
Fourth quarter.
Wells right now has been stuck on 12 for a while. Buddy Dye will check back in momentarily for the Lancers. Run in. Gets it. I think that's 16 points now for Wells. I think
he had 14 before, that's right.
Todd goes to the bench. Dye checks back in. 47-42. Winnett. If Wells makes it, will come in. He gets it. If you're going to find one kid that's been in plenty of practice.
Take them too long to get into their offense. They got to move faster than that.
You figure they're trying to get it. Nice pass down low off the glass and in. Warnecke trying to get his man up. Rueter with it. Rueter over to Wells. Wells from way downtown. Good! And a tie look at Rueter limp on that left ankle. He's in trouble. But Tom Wells, well, that's not a three-pointer, folks. That's about 5 in my ball yard. From the bench, sits with his head down. I really don't need to. Going to the hole and slams it home. Nathan Rueter with the dunkaroo, and we'll get a timeout called by the Triad Knights. Nathan Rueter with feeling. He got the steal on the left side of the court at about the half-court line, came in, looked like he was going to lay it, and the two-handed jam brings the ball.